Mrs. Caulfield.
How lovely
Alex
to meet you.
Hello,
Welcome to Kingston. Do come in.
Thank you so much.
To get a guest's eye view, Alex will stay the night.
This is the finest marquetry staircase in England.
Liz and Michael are keen to find out if she thinks there's room for improvement at their historic B&B.
This is an upstairs sitting room, which you're welcome to use if you want to watch the news. There's a television in there.
Did you take the render off the walls to expose what remains of the frescoes?
Some of it.
OK.
Liz designed all 3 bedrooms in the main house with an eye on period opulence.
It's an angel tester bed, no foot posts, it's held up by the angels.
Alex is in the blue suite, priced at £200 per night.
This is the bathroom. Now that door is 15th century, and this is your loo, which you pull that up to flush.
Thank you very much.
It's a thunderbox.
OK, lovely.
21st century comforts.
Fantastic, thank you so much.
Left to her own devices, Alex can begin a detailed investigation of the B&B.
Basically, in this bathroom, the problem is it's slightly overdone. The pink theme has taken it a little too far. We have the pink hand wash, the pink nail brush, and of course, the necessary pink talc. For me, that detracts rather than adds to the value of the room. It looks too fussy and it doesn't look special enough. I personally think there should be a law against pink towels. I also think that this room is far too cluttered. For example, you could definitely do without Grandma's bits. This is a nice piece of furniture. You don't want to clutter it up with this kind of stuff.
The blue suite is falling short of its heady tariff. Alex wants to see if the rest of the rooms tell a similar story.
Once again, this is a lovely room, really nice proportions. There's some lovely touches, like the sherry. But then, on the other hand, you wonder why? Why? What's the point? Once again, there are all these little bits in the room that don't actually belong here. They don't add anything. I think that for £200 a night, this room is almost there, but it feels a little bit old-fashioned and a little bit bitty. As for this room, although it's a nice idea for guests to have somewhere to sit that's slightly less formal than downstairs, it's completely unappealing. It's like an old people's home. And as for these, they're completely inexplicable to me.
Alex considers the lounge more grand than glam. The luxury country house market is fiercely competitive, and she thinks Kingston House, with its old-fashioned decor, is in danger of being left behind.
In some ways, I think that Liz and Mike are trading on how stunning the house is, how amazing the grounds are. They're not concentrating their attention enough on the bedrooms and what they're delivering there. These days, for £200 a night, guests really expect it to be perfect, and I think they could pick up their game.
Good afternoon.
Beautiful front door.
Thank you. You must be Ruth.
I am.
Lovely to meet
What
you.
do
Thank you so much for coming.
Well,
The first thing Ruth wants to do is sit her down to find out the severity of the situation.
Susan, you've got some troubles, I hear.
Yes. My occupancy level has been around 42%.
And why do you think that is?
Well, there is obviously a significant difference since 9/11. Prior to that, I was filled by about 65% of Americans.
Right. I'll accept some of what you said about 9/11, not all of it, I have to tell you here and now. Just being in the town earlier on today, the amount of visitors that you have got, there is no reason on earth why your occupancy should be as low as it is. What do you think about your rates? Do you think they're fair for the area or fair for what you're providing? How do
Yes,
you
I do.
see them?
That they reflect the cost that or the money I've spent in the rooms.
Have you got a database together?
Yes, I have.
So how many
But I
names and
don't use
addresses?
it. I haven't used it.
You don't use it?
No.
Okay, this is the point where I want to tear my hair out. Insane. absolutely insane.
It's not taken long for Ruth to uncover the first problem, Sue's complete lack of business sense. Most hoteliers keep a database of guests who've stayed in the past to target them for special offers and future business. It's a vital resource, but despite being almost empty, Sue's never used hers, wasting a great deal of potential trade.
Sue is an idealist.
And Sue will not rule with her head. She will rule with her heart.
So maybe the greatest strength and the greatest weakness is the same.
Sue's utopian vision has been at the expense of any practical business principles. With the scale of the problems all too obvious, Ruth's going on a reconnaissance mission around the hotel. The Taysborough has 12 bedrooms, an elegant drawing room, a breakfast room and a conservatory. But it's the bedrooms that Ruth heads for first. Each is themed around a famous literary author, and they're not cheap, starting at around £110 a night. Today, all 12 are vacant.
This is obviously the family room. I think this is £170 a night. It's a lot of money. This is not £170 worth of bathroom. In fact, how the hell 4 people could abloot in here, I don't know. We're talking cupboard size. Now, this is a problem. This is a problem. We have another seriously scary teddy bear. You wouldn't want to wake up on a dark night with this by the side of you.
Ah, another delivery. Probably more friggin' mirrors. How many mirrors can a person want? Should be a mirror shop rather than a B&B.
Mike Peck is Rowena's long-suffering business partner.
I really hope it is the ones that I'd ordered for down here. It may not be a mirror.
It is a mirror, Rowena.
They're not mine. I don't remember ordering this.
He also happens to be Rowena's former lover.
She does have a habit of going out and buying things and just seeing mirrors and stuff like that and buying it.
Mike and Rowena share the running of the hotel, but the look of it is Rowena's department, and despite their financial strife, Mike struggles to rein his ex, Rowena, in.
Do you think I went online and just thought I need 2 more mirrors?
Mike doesn't have the passion I have for the hotel. What he thinks is important, I don't.
For Rowena, creating the perfect atmosphere for her B&B is paramount. In the last 2 years, she has spent £80,000 renovating it.
Rowena's idea would be probably to build a health club, pool and everything, get a named chef in here.
But despite Rowena's grand plans, the number of guests coming to stay has dwindled. And last year, the business lost over £35,000.
I show her the count and try to go through with it, but it's all sort of over the head.
I don't like talking money with anyone, even with the guests. I don't like taking money from them.
Need a younger man doing this, you know.
We've got to the stage now that we close off the rooms at weekends. It's soul-destroying.
Now the hotel and a decade-long partnership is on the brink.
My idea would put probably a for sale sign up.
It'd be very hard to part with this.
Turning this place around and getting to the bottom of why it's not working is going to be one of my toughest challenges yet. The house, quirky B&B. Suddenly my heart is starting to sink. A name like The House is about as bland as they come. That'll need to go. The signage was not what I was expecting. There's a ghastly, tacky, down-market sign that says, "Sleep with us," which sounds like some wife-swapping convention.
I'm very nervous about Alex coming. I don't want to face the problem. I don't want to know the bad news.
Hello, I'm Alex.
I'm Rowena. Shall I get you signed in?
Yes. Can I see your booking book?
Yes. You won't like it.
Well, it's not particularly
Orderly.
way of
I have
doing
to say, on that part, Mike can take the blame for most of that. That's him more than me. He's the one that's very disorderly with those. You see, most of them are his writing.
How do you work out what your occupancy is?
I don't know how to do that.
You've been here 10 years and you don't know how to do occupancy.
I'm not good at all at the business side. I might have looked at the accounts once.
The alarm bells are already ringing. Rowena might try and shift blame onto Mike, but she should know how many heads she's had on beds. It's the crux of the entire hotel trade. So you like the social aspect of the hotel?
Yes.
But you don't really enjoy the business side?
No, I hate the business. It's probably the smallest of our house rooms, but it's got probably the best view.
Light.
It's the only room where you can shower and look at the sheep at the same time.
Where did the tagline "Sleep with us" come from?
I just thought of it. Why not?
I thought I was coming to some gangbanging convention.
Yeah. I didn't say me, I said sleep with us.
I know, that's why it's risque. The more the merrier.
Yes, that's right.
Keys into the hat, boys! Of course, taglines should be memorable, but they should also be easy to understand. Saying "sleep with us" sends out a rather confusing message. Thankfully, when it comes to the rooms, Rowena's got better taste. That's absolutely beautiful. Lovely room. The house has 10 well-sized bedrooms ranging from £88 to £148 a night. Ooh, this is a nice room. Ooh, very James Bond. The rooms are lovely, but the wealth of extras are more at home in a hotel than a B&B. This is the first B&B that I've ever had a minibar, and a very chic minibar it is too. Gosh, the water's complimentary. That's an extra lot of money. Even the basics are from high-end suppliers. Sewing kit, vanity kit, shower cap, conditioner, shampoo, soap and bath gel. I just don't actually think all of this is necessary, especially not when you're not making money. Rowena's added extras upstairs make for a pleasant stay, but her choice of personal possessions downstairs doesn't.
This is the most important room, the bar.
I wouldn't disagree with you. Most surfaces are filled with Rowena's well-travelled souvenir collection. There's a lot of stuff in here. I mean, you must admit that there's quite a lot of bits. You know my views on schmutter, and I just think that it has a place in one's personal house. I mean, just as an example, like what are... Certainly the downstairs, the boundaries are slightly blurred. Every cupboard is just jam-packed full of stuff.
I don't see this as a hotel. I find it really hard to see. I just see it as my house.
And I'm heading to Yalden House, a 10-bedroom former gentleman's residence on the banks of Devon's River Torridge, where former folk dancer and personal shopper Ilona... Good morning, good morning... is nothing if not enthusiastic about her work.
When the stage curtains opens, it is like a theatre, isn't it? You perform, you in front of the guests, you come, you just, they don't want to see you grumpy like that.
Having moved to the UK from Lithuania, she met husband John, a former data engineer.
You okay? How are you doing?
Yes, I'm fine, my dear.
The pair's relationship is built around a simple premise.
How do we work together as a team? Well, it's very easy, really. She tells me what to do and I do it.
John, the table's still rocketing. So could you check those ones?
Jawohl, Kapitän.
You should be checking, darling, them every day because you know how they are. And do you nicely, darling?
As always.
It just rocks like sort of, look at that. Can you imagine sitting at the table and having breakfast and it just rocks all the time like...
In 2014, with retirement looming, John and Ilona decided to escape to the country to try their hands at hospitality.
You always keep saying, oh, you know, what we're gonna do, what I'm gonna do once I retire. I can't polish car all day long.
But the reality of running a hotel has proved more challenging than anticipated.
So this room been flooded last year. We had ceiling came down when the guest was sleeping in a bed. We came into the business absolutely like blind. We didn't have any experience. And so we thought, how hard it could be.
We don't mind hard work, and
Yeah,
we're
but we
prepared for
didn't
it.
realize that how hard that's gonna be.
That's
we
true.
didn't realize that it's gonna be 24/7.
Despite the largely positive reviews, occupancy as low as 6% during Devon's difficult winter months has hit the business hard.
The worst month we've ever had is probably around the 10 to 14 people through the door. Well, you're thinking, what are we doing wrong, really?
And the financial consequences have been severe.
I suppose over the 3 to 4 year period we are down by about 240,000.
With their life savings draining fast, the dream is in danger of turning sour.
Such a shame it's no bookings, but it's always hope. The hopes are die the last, isn't it? So we really try all different sort of things, and we don't understand where we're going wrong. And sometimes, yes, maybe we get too much like sort of wrapped around ourselves.
Maybe we're not seeing the woods for the trees.
Yeah. I just don't know.
I hope it's not too late for me to help them turn it around.
I think for the last few years it's really affected us badly. If today you would like, sort of what we know now, if you would ask, would you like to buy a hotel? I think, you must be stupid, why would I?
From what I understand, Yolden has all the raw materials to be a roaring success. The fact they're struggling in spite of that is definitely a concern. I think sometimes it's easier to have a hotel that's really evident where it's going wrong. And we're slightly more nervous when I'm turning up somewhere that, on paper at least, seems to be getting so much right. Why on earth am I being called in? Despite the wet and windy welcome, I'm very glad to have finally arrived.
So I can call that Alex.
No, don't call Alex. Just say hello, good evening and welcome to Yolden. And introduce yourself. But just first name will be fine. Don't say your surname.
Hi.
Hi, good evening and welcome to
Very
Yolden.
nice.
Welcome to Yolden.
Thank you, darling.
Lovely
Very
to meet
nice to meet you. I'm Alex.
Alex.
Thank you so much for inviting
Please
me.
do come take a
Thank
seat.
you, I will. Thank you very much indeed. Why did you buy here? Do you have a connection at all with this bit of the country?
None at all.
We arrived one morning, it was sun shining, blue sky, river full, and just we fell in love with the place.
Okay, so we're loons together, so we've both bought hotels in bizarre places. So, darling, will one of you will you show me to
I will show you.
Yes,
That's
thank
okay. John chats too much when he shows a room.
I'm
so
surprised he can get a word in edgeways.
No, that's...
If you just follow me, please.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ilona has booked me into one of Yolden's premium rooms.
And you will be staying at Hubbarstone.
Hubbarstone.
And this is your room.
Thank you.
I hope you will enjoy your stay.
Thank
okay,
you,
and we'll
darling.
see you later.
All right,
okay,
bye,
good
darling.
night.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. My overwhelming first impression is that there's plenty of work to be done here if they want to stand out from the crowd in the competitive Devon market.
It's like meeting old friend. Was it?
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Possibly a little bit beige for me. A stripe and a pattern, which, you know, is about as crazy as she's got.
We're open to criticism to a certain extent. And, well, I hope it's going to be positive.
There's a million ways that you can make this room a bit prettier. Possibly not having the furniture painted the same colour as the walls would help. This room feels uninspired and already tells me plenty about why I've been invited to Yolden. I know exactly why I'm here, having only met Don and Elena for 2 minutes. Nice building, nice rooms, no fucking idea. Clearly had some money to burn. And having got themselves into it, they suddenly thought, Jesus H. Christ. What now? So, I am here to read them the right act and teach them that whatever they thought they were doing it wrong, and we've got to start again. is pretty special. I had no idea when I arrived in the pouring rain last night that we were quite so close to the water.
I'm at Yolden House in North Devon, where novice hoteliers John and Ilona are struggling to make a go of their new business venture.
Darling, you forgot spoons.
Spoons?
Spoons.
Spoons are there. Oh,
Yeah.
I need to go and wash my hands.
Okay. Okay, darling.
Yes, okay.
Sleeping Beauty.
Having spent the night, it's dawning on me that this might not be a quick fix.
I've kind of slightly got a sinking feeling that they don't know why they're not more successful, because they have not an idea about this industry. It's so run-of-the-mill, it's so generic, it feels perfectly nice, but instantly forgettable.
I hope what I find waiting for me downstairs is rather more inspiring.
So I think we're all rather nervous looking after Alex. Hopefully everything will run smoothly.
Morning.
Oh, good morning. Good
How
morning.
are you?
I am very good. How are you?
Very, very well, thank you.
Slept well?
Your bed was very comfortable.
Okay, well, please take a seat.
Lovely.
And
So I will have poached eggs on toast with Marmite, my perfect breakfast.
Wonderful. Okay.
And then, but just because I want to see the quality of it, please may I have one sausage?
One sausage, of course.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Sadly, the theme from my bedroom has been carried over into the breakfast room.
I hate this kind of, the colour scheme everywhere. I hate this kind of coffee colour wall. I hate the fact that there's nothing that kind of relieves the beige. It's a perfectly nice dining room with quite nice furniture, but it is just so boring.
Duncan?
Hello, hello. Welcome,
Hi.
welcome to Hill House.
Thank
nice
you.
to see you.
So nice to meet you. Thanks for inviting me.
Glad you could come.
Do you want to tell me what room?
Put you in the Dryad suite.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you charging for that a night?
35. Both the suites are 35.
Per person?
Per night, bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
And the ordinary rooms are 29, bed and breakfast.
Gosh, darling, that's a bargain in this day and age.
Well, yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, tell us about it.
All right, lovely, thank you.
So this is the main room of the Dryad suite.
Who decides on the decor?
Me. I did this room.
So the entire decorative scheme is yours?
Come out of my fevered brain, and charity shops and stuff
Skips.
Like that. Some skips, yeah. Bloody good stuff in skips.
Do I have permission to have a good snoop about the
Sneak
other
away.
rooms?
It's the best way if you just wander away.
Thank you so much, Duncan. And then I'll come back and chat to you and we'll start working out where I think that you need some
And I'll do as I'm
help.
told. I don't like criticism, but I'll try. I'll try and listen, and I'll be open-minded, and but I'm not promising anything really.
Everything is extremely dusty. This door's nice and dirty. And a very nicely stained tablecloth.
I hope she's broad-minded enough to realise that we are slightly different, and we're going for slightly different people than your average hotel goers.
Oh. Ooh. I'd love to know why I've got some perky-breasted, hairy-legged dryads on these doors. Ho ho, this must be a little joke. A skeleton in every closet. Probably Duncan's idea of a bit of fun.
The Hill House has 2 suites and 3 standard rooms.
Woohoo! Shagpile heaven.
All with ensuite bathrooms.
I do always like to see a few agricultural implements in a bathroom. It gives it a certain ton.
Priced around £30 to £35 per person per night, bed and breakfast.
Yuck! You see, this is another example of something that Duncan probably thinks is very witty.
The largest room is the North Suite, which comes with its own balcony and bespoke pine ensuite.
Well, this is a lovely big room, and I really like the bed up on this little platform. But that's pretty much where the positives end. This is clearly intended to be the ethnic room with the brasses, that truly repulsive wall hanging, and the plates, etc. I'm sure that Duncan thinks that I'm going to make him declutter, and I am, but not because I want it to be less quirky. I just want it to be better. Everyone thinks they have good taste, and not everyone does. It's that simple.
Hotel Inspector Alex Polizzi is striving to secure the business's future. But there are already signs Duncan may be reluctant to change.
I don't like criticism, but I'll try. I'll try and listen. But I shall disagree with her if she says we've got to do too much.
The decor in the cluttered guest rooms has failed to impress. Now Alex takes her investigations downstairs.
Stuff everywhere. Why would anybody have their books like this? I mean, I'm itching just to... It just takes no time at all, and it looks so much better. Ooh, look how filthy this is. It might be kind of boring and bourgeois to worry about things like cleanliness and, well, for example, that disgusting fish tank that is completely furred up with green gunk. I find that rather off-putting. Onward, ever onward. Gosh, that has been made by generations of a spider. There's just such disorder everywhere. I'm all for shabby chic, but this is shabby shite.
Perhaps Duncan's cooking will be more to Alex's taste. Wherever possible, he uses produce from the garden or from local suppliers. Supper is a bargain-priced £15 for 3 courses.
I try and give as much as we can for the lowest price.
Gosh, I don't know what they feed these chickens on, but they're big, baby.
We just charge £10 for a bottle of wine. Some wine will make a couple of pounds on, and some it's just pence.
These are very generous helpings. This is dinner for 2, but it's still half a chicken each. Very nice vegetables.
I believe she will enjoy the food, but whether she says she's enjoying it or not, I don't know. If she isn't, I'll just tip it over her head.